What are the 3 foods you just can't stand? Personally, I have a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to certain foods that are not only bad for my health, but also contradict my personal values. Today, I want to talk about 3 foods that are a hard no for me, and why I think it's essential to discuss them. One common misconception about these foods is that they're harmless, and some people might even consider them healthy. However, the truth is that many of these foods are highly processed, contain artificial ingredients, and can have severe health implications if consumed excessively. Many of us have been misled by clever marketing tactics and a lack of education about what we put into our bodies. Some foods might be labeled as natural or organic, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're good for us. It's essential to look beyond the surface level and understand the ingredients and manufacturing processes behind these products. Another reason people might be unaware of the potential drawbacks is that they're often hidden in plain sight, masquerading as healthy alternatives or sneaking into our favorite recipes. Despite the numerous warnings and alerts from health experts, some people still believe these foods can be a part of a balanced diet. They might think, well, it's just a little bit, it won't hurt me. But the truth is that the cumulative effects of consuming these foods can be devastating. It's not just about the immediate consequences, it's about the long-term damage they can cause to our bodies and the environment. Our bodies are incredibly resilient, but they can only take so much. When we consistently feed ourselves low-quality foods, we're putting our health at risk. It's crucial to be aware of what we're putting into our bodies and to make conscious choices about the food we eat. Whether it's a lack of education, societal pressure, or convenience, we need to take responsibility for our food choices and recognize the impact they have on our lives. Moving on, let's dive into each of the 3 foods that I've deemed as a hard no. The first one is, well, you'll just have to wait and see, but trust me, it's a doozy. When it comes to the ingredients and health impacts of these foods, it's essential to look at the bigger picture. I'll share some personal anecdotes and experiences I've had with these foods, and I hope you'll do the same in the comments below. The first food on my list is energy drinks. I know some people who swear by them, but for me, they're a definite no-go. The high levels of caffeine and sugar can cause energy crashes, jitters, and an increased heart rate. Not to mention the potential long-term effects on our cardiovascular systems and brain function. In my experience, energy drinks have led to anxiety and an inability to focus. I'd much rather stick to natural energy boosters like exercise, meditation, and a good night's sleep. The second food on my list is fake meat alternatives. While they might seem like a healthy alternative to traditional meat, many of these products are highly processed and contain a cocktail of artificial ingredients. I've tried some of these alternatives in the past, and I can attest to the weird, lingering aftertaste and the unexplainable bloating that follows. For me, it's all about making conscious choices about the food I eat and opting for whole, nutrient-dense foods instead. The third and most surprising food on my list is granola. Yes, you read that right. Granola. While it might seem like a healthy breakfast option, many store-bought granolas are loaded with added sugars and preservatives. Even some homemade recipes can be misleading, using honey or maple syrup to sweeten the oats. Don't get me wrong, I love a good granola, but it's essential to be mindful of the ingredients and portion sizes. For me, granola is a deal-breaker because of its potential to spike blood sugar levels and contribute to digestive issues. Granola takes the cake as the most surprising food on my list because it's often marketed as a healthy breakfast option. But when you peel back the layers, you'll find that many commercial granolas are more like sugary snacks in disguise. I've had my fair share of granola mishaps, from devouring an entire bag in one sitting to struggling with digestive issues after consuming it regularly. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's essential to acknowledge the potential drawbacks of even the most seemingly healthy foods. In summary, these 3 foods might seem harmless at first glance, but they can have severe consequences on our health and well-being. By avoiding these foods, we can potentially reduce our risk of chronic diseases, improve our energy levels, and make more conscious choices about the food we eat. If you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel for more content on healthy eating habits and lifestyle choices. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these 3 foods in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with my stance? What are some foods that you refuse to eat? Let's keep the conversation going, and I'll catch you in the next video.